Hi gang, welcome to Jerry's Kitchen Show. Today, part 3 of our pizza series will be a Chicago deep dish stuffed pizza. Rather than using a regular pizza pan, we'll be using a 9-inch cake pan like this right here. Part 1 was basically how to make the dough. Part 2 was the sauce, and we finished off the pizza. Part 3 again today will be the deep dish stuffed pizza. I hope you enjoyed, gang. Come on in, we'll show you how it's done. Okay, this is what we've got. We've got our pizza dough that we made a little bit earlier. And what we're going to do is take our dough and cut it in half. One side being a little bit bigger than the other. And we're going to form them both into a ball again, and we're going to roll them out. So we're going to set this aside, and we're going to start rolling this out. Just stretch it out as much as we can. Okay, basically what we've done, we've rolled out the dough so that it basically fits the pan. We've got the dough the right size, so now we're going to spray the inside of the pan with cooking spray. We don't want it to stick. Then we're going to place the dough on the inside of the pan. Fairly easy to work with. We're going to put the dough over the pan very loose so that we can fit the dough on the inside of the pan. Like before, we're going to take basically around the outside of the pan and roll we want to trim the dough off. We want to leave a little bit because we have to seal it to the top piece. We'll show you that a little bit later. But we want to make sure that we trim the dough off. Okay, it's time to stuff the pizza now. What we've got here, we've got pepperoni, a little bit of bell pepper and onion, and naturally cheese. So we're going to start on the bottom. We'll just put pepperoni in the bottom, just right in the bottom of the pizza. A little reminder, if you like to use something like Italian sausage or something like that, Italian sausage, anything that's raw, you have to pre-cook it, because you put all the cheese over this thing. When we get through, we'll be putting a lot of cheese in here, and this will be kind of at the bottom of the heap, and the pepper and the sausage will not cook. So pre-cook. If you use any type of Italian sausage or anything like that, make sure it's pre-cooked, or pre-cook it yourself before you put it in the pizza, because it will not cook. You'll be eating raw sausage at the bottom of your pizza, and that's not too appetizing. And we're going to put a few onions. Again, you don't want to overwhelm things. A few onions taste great. and I'm going to use a few bell peppers. And they say not to, but I like to put a few globs of sauce on the bottom. Don't have to be a lot, just... They say you really shouldn't put sauce on the bottom. You know what? But I like sauce on the bottom. Just not a lot, just a little bit. Now we're going to put cheese. We're going to start stuffing it with cheese. Takes a lot of cheese. But let me tell you, it's worth it. It's just absolutely killer. It's worth it. Again, we've got the oven preheated at 425 degrees, the magic number. And we'll be cooking it again for about 10 minutes or so. We're going to check it. And when the top and the edges get nice and brown, the top and the edges get nice and brown. Now I like to sneak a few pieces of bell pepper up in the cheese. There's something about cheese and bell pepper. Every once in a while you sneak get a little hint of bell pepper in there. It's just really, really great. Once we've got the cheese in, now we're going to take the second piece of dough that we rolled out and put it on top. The second piece of dough that we rolled out, we're going to put it right on top. And we're going to seal it together. As we go around, I like to, if you wet your fingers, if you have trouble getting it to seal, wet your fingers a little bit and kind of pitch it together on the top. Just kind of want to get it to seal. Fold it over and seal it a little bit. Play it by ear, you'll get the right idea. After all, we're not building a battleship. We're just making a pizza here. Next thing we've got to do, we've got to take and cut a few slices in the top. The idea behind cutting just a couple little slices, a few air holes, because when the pizza starts to expand, you got to give the air somewhere to go. You don't want it to blow up on you. And we're going to put a little bit of sauce on the top. And a little bit of Parmesan cheese on the top. That's all there is to it. Now we'll put it in an oven, again a 425 degree oven, about 10 minutes. We'll check it, and we'll keep going back until the sides are golden brown. There it is. It's looking pretty good. Now we're going to try to get it out of the pan. It's not stuck, so it shouldn't be too much of a problem getting out. It's just a little bit tricky getting out of this pan. We can get it out of here. There we are. Came out real nice, non-stick pan. Cut a little bit here. Still a little bit hot. Usually you have to let it cool just a little bit. There it is. Well, I wish I could tell you to come on in for lunch. Chicago deep dish stuffed pizza. It's absolutely great. You just got to try it, guys. If you were here, you could have some, but you can't. You just have to do it yourself. We'll see you next episode.